Today I fucked up by letting my son out of my sight for 2 minutes. Today I fucked up again. I posted about a month ago because of a certain little one. My son crawled through my shaved hair on the bathroom floor, tracking it into the bedroom for my wife to see and judge. Now, once again, the cunning little guy has proven to his mother that I may not be an amazing father. I was sitting in the living room with my wife and son. My son decided to crawl into the bedroom because I left the door open. I didn't see any issue with that. When my wife got up to get him, I said, "Don't worry about him, there isn't anything he can get into." About a minute later, my wife calls me into the laundry room, which connects to the bedroom through our closet. Apparently, for the 2 minutes unsupervised, my son crawled into no man's land and found the holy grail, a bowl of cat food. I personally don't know how it tastes, but I had to fight my fingers through his clamped jaws and 2 razor-sharp teeth to fish out the kibbles, leading me to believe that he found it to be quite the delicacy. Too long didn't read. I told my wife not to worry about our son crawling into the bedroom. 2 minutes later, my wife discovers my son eating cat food in the laundry room. Lol, kids man. My 3-year-old ate a bunch of flour the other day and immediately regretted her decision. She was just standing there like a little moron with her mouth wide open, gagging and flour all over her face. Reminds me of the time my brother, Prob 2, May 3rd at the time, got a hold of a lemon slice. We were at dinner with extended family and my dad's drink came with a slice of lemon. He took it out and set it on the table near his cup. While my dad was talking to my aunt, my brother managed to grab the lemon slice. My aunt pointed it out and we turned back as my brother took the lemon slice and took as a big bite as he could. He kinda just froze for a second before throwing the lemon away with his face puckered up. We all got a good chuckle out of that. 10+ years later, it's still a story that gets told to the new parents of the family. Be consoled by the fact that there is nothing in cat food that is bad for humans. Your way of describing this is hilarious though. Some say animal food passes through more testing than human food. I did this as a very young child, and I remember doing it. Fast forward about 20 years, a friend of mine takes me to a local bar and says, "You have to try this beer, it's amazing." They bring me the beer and I take a sip. And I am immediately transported back in time to my childhood laundry room, staring at a bowl of cat kibble wondering how it would taste. Amazingly, it tasted just like that beer. I put the beer down, looked at my friend and said, "It tastes like cat kibble, I can't drink this." He looked at me like I was crazy. Smell and taste are amazing memory triggers. Smiley face. At least it wasn't the litter box. Smiley face. My 3-year-old sister ate that on Thanksgiving while we were busy cooking. Kids have to eat a certain amount of dirt to grow big and strong. I think cat food qualifies. Cat food is completely edible, so not even a problem as long as he doesn't choke. Today I fucked up by watching Game of Thrones on Pornhub with my friend. This didn't happen today but 2 years ago, but I was reminded of it today. Spoilers forgot ahead. During the last season of Got Me and my friends had a deal where if one of us hadn't watched the newest episode yet, it was fair game to spoil. I missed SAT2 where Arya fucks Gendry. I was vibing at my friend's house and she brought it up. In my head Arya was still like 12 years old, so I went no fucking way. To prove me wrong, she had to find the scene to show me, and since it wasn't a major spoiler I didn't mind. This was the day after the release, so it wasn't on any mainstream video services, so obviously we tried Pornhub because it was of that nature. We found it and started watching. About 30 seconds in, her mom walks into the sitting room, and since the sofa was angled in such a way she had full view of what we were watching and the Pornhub logo above the video. 2 16-year, 1 boy, 1 girl casually watching porn in the sitting room. Needless to say, I was asked quite politely to leave, and so I left my friend to explain what happened. I've known them my whole life, so it was easy to clear up. On a video call to my friend today, she brought it up because she's rewatching the series over the Christmas break. Too long didn't read. Friend wanted to prove me wrong and we got caught watching porn by her mom. 10 years from now you'll question if this was a move on your friend's part. Whoosh. He totally missed that one. This is a family that rewatches after season 8 happened. You should stay away. Till a new way to say mom. I think I like it. Are you also from the Emerald Ilsa? In my head Arya was still like 12 years old. If I remember correctly, that's her age. Yes. D&D routinely changed or ignored character age over the entire series. Mostly to make sex scenes that should disgust you, like the whole Khal Drogo thing, into scenes that look appealing. Also to keep up with the actors and actresses. Even accelerating the early seasons more, it would have been very hard to keep up with them going through puberty and or growth spurts over the 2 years or so the books cover. Today I fucked up by starving myself for months. For the past couple months, I've, 21F, been using Weight Watchers to lose some weight and eat healthier. For those of you who don't know, Weight Watchers uses a points system instead of counting calories. I get 30 points a day to spend on food, and 30 weekly extra points if I want to eat more than the allotted 30 points in a day. The points are very abstract and take into account calories, carbs, fats, protein and probably more. Things like fruits and veggies are no points, except avocados, and high carb, low protein foods, like bread, are tons of points. In order to shame you for using too many extra points, Weight Watchers color codes your days. Blue days are days you stayed within 5 points of your goal. White days are days you went too many over. My boyfriend has always been skeptical of Weight Watchers. He doesn't like how abstract the points are and the lack of transparency about what a point actually means, or how it doesn't tell you how fast you're losing weight or what its goal weight for you is. Today he decided to look back though and calculate how many calories are in the average point. Just out of curiosity, this is a man who makes spreadsheets for fun. Turns out Weight Watchers has been making me eat under 1000 calories a day, with the majority of my days being around 700 to stay in the healthy blue day range. Weight Watchers has literally been starving me. I'm 5 feet 4 inches 151 pounds, according to calorie calculators I should be eating 1300 a day to lose a pound a week, not averaging 700. My boyfriend has been getting exasperated with me for always talking about being so hungry, and it turns out that's because I've been eating just over half as much food as I thought I was and should be. He now understands my plight. I've switched over to a calorie counting app, leaving Weight Watchers behind. Too long didn't read. Weight Watchers has been shaming me every day I eat more than 700 calories for the past several months, so I've been starving myself for its approval, not knowing how little it was making me eat. I don't have Weight Watchers, but this doesn't make sense. Fruits and veggies are no points, then there's really nothing stopping you from satisfying cravings with a healthy option. I'm sure that's exactly what they are trying to incentivize with this whole point system. I am a food science graduate and have had to undertake a lot of research on these systems in work projects. Weight Watchers and similar systems, Slim Fast Slimming World, points don't equate to calories. It's a system to incentivize you to make healthier food choices. Those with no points, to try and equate the system to calories won't work. The other 600 calories you are missing should be made up with the free foods. On this point I think that a calorie-restricted balanced diet will do much more for you than a Weight Watchers system. You already seem happy to count calories, so do that instead with a more rounded healthy diet. Another more important point is the importance of exercise. Weight loss is about using more calories than you consume. Adding exercise on top of a calorie-restricted diet of 1400 to 1500 kcal might be more beneficial than a sedentary lifestyle and 1300 kilocalories. I don't know your details, so don't want to assume. But I don't think these systems work particularly well long term, as if you reach your goal it's harder to switch back to a regular diet. If you want any more info or help, drop me a PM. Exactly. Free points are still calories into your body. If you felt like you were starving, it should have been made up in fruits and vegetables. The idea behind Weight Watchers points system is to normalize fruit and vegetable intake and discourage eating bad carbs and processed foods. Get a calorie counting app and put in everything you're eating, including the fruits and vegetables, to see what your real calorie intake was. Fruits and veggies have calories too. If you're hungry between meals on a meal plan, drink water or eat a piece of fruit. Snacking isn't bad, but you still need to make healthy choices. But if you are starving yourself on their plan, that means you're not taking full advantage of their no points foods like lean proteins. Did you add in the calories of the fruits and vegetables you were eating? 'Cause although they count for no points, they still have calories. You may have only been eating 700 calories of points food, but you should have been filling yourself up with fruit and veg, which is how a diet should work. I think this may have been your FU not Weight Watchers.